Alright, currently I only have two 3ds XL model on hand. Let's check the condition, right? So start with the gray color one, right? This is a more worn up unit going at 169, and functional I have verified there's no issue. Yeah, just the exterior, right? So screen is also pretty okay. Yeah, screen is also not bad, right? And then buttons where I just briefly demonstrate, right? Left, right, up, down, and then R button, Y button. These are buttons that there are some response on the screen, right? A and B, there's no. I can only press to go in, right, to show that the A button is working, right? Select and start. There is basically no response. Alright, so coming back, just showing the touch screen. Let's show touch screen. For the system language, we do not need to worry too much about the Japanese because we only need to go into the system menu once during Wi-Fi setup, and other than that, inside the game it's all going to be English, right? So touchscreen is fine. And 3D, let's check 3D. 3D on, 3D off, 3D on, 3D off, right? We can't really visualize, but as long as there's some difference, means that it is working. Alright, and then I would going to turn it off. Okay, does the sound is my camera loud enough to capture the sound? There is some, so there is sound anyway. Alright, turn off. Right, so let's check the exterior. So this unit I put it pretty cheap so that a lot of people dare not to purchase. They thought it's like super beaten up, but I would say it's perfectly usable, right? Right, it's perfectly usable. It's just scratch up as here, and at the bottom, right? The stylus, I can give a different one. It's not really matching, but I mean you can use fingers anyway. And then here, right here, on top of the screw, there used to be two tiny rubber plug, right, under this sticker, right? But it is not on here. Yeah, it's not on here. I think it's because I probably have replaced the battery of this unit. That's why the rubber is gone. Other than that, there is oh yeah, there's this crack, right? There's this crack at the hinge area, but it doesn't really like impact anything actually, right? So see, the crack is here, right here, but it still holds up pretty well. It does not like flimsy in any way, right? And then the screen, if we inspect very closely, right, there are dust is inside, in between the external screen lens and the internal is in between, right? There are some dust if we inspect very clear, right? There are all the dust, right? So for that, we can actually get rid of it by opening up this part and wipe from internal. wipe from behind, then we can get rid of all the dust. But then if I do that, right, so this 4 rubber plug will be gone, right? Then from the outside it will look like a bit more bare metal, yeah. But it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference, yeah. So I have not done so, yeah. But this unit is, yeah, once you start up, right, it's totally doesn't affect much, right? Doesn't affect much. Let's see, me go inside, black screen, color screen. It doesn't really affect much, right? I can't read this, right? So alright, so this is the Azit unit, functional, but of course defect everywhere, right? I have one more, a bit better, yeah, a lot better, or should I say. Okay, so this is a Monster Hunter limited edition. Yes, let me rub it, right? So let's look at, there are also scratches because it's a glossy surface, right? It's very easy to have scratch, right? But I mean, over this 10-15 years, it still holds up quite well, in my opinion. Yeah, it still holds up. And then if we touch here, there's no crack on this unit, yeah, for sure. And then behind there's a little bit more scratch, but no choice, right? The unit is rare by itself. Alright, a bit more scratch under the sunlight reflection, but if you look this way, it's not so bad actually. Alright, stylus is there. SD card, so there are some anti-tear or easy tear label sticker, and the internal is much cleaner. It's much cleaner than the Aziz unit, than the grey one. And the screen, we don't have dust. We don't see, these are the dust from the external, right? Dust from the external. Maybe also 1 or 2 from inside. But, well, if you're the kind of guy that cannot, right? Okay, just one scratch at the bottom. It's about 3 mm, 5 mm long, yeah. So that's about the condition. And let's turn on the unit and see. Of course, these rubber pads are untouched. I mean, as based on my inspection, they are untouched. Alright, screen, top screen, bottom screen, right? Touch, right? Responsive, right? Coming up. Alright, and 3D, on, off, yeah. Buttons, R button, L button, Y button, right? And then up, down, left, right, tier up, down, left, right, right. Touch screen. Let it prepare for a while. Okay, oh, just now I pressed A, so A button is also fine. Let's just touch it. Alright, it doesn't show any issue. Touchscreen is working. Alright. And what else? Is there anything else? Sound. You can hear the sound? Oh, okay, sorry, I'm just making it close to the phone, but microphone is another side. Wait. Okay, hear that? Yeah. So sound is also fine. Basically, function I've tested everything. Um, Condition is as as shown. Um, and this is the limited edition version. If you are a Monster Hunter fan, if you like this cool kind of ancient Japanese style, then yeah, this should be the one for you. All right.